Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shiko. I'm so glad that you could join me today. If this is your first time here, karibu sana. If you're returning to watch my videos, thank you so much for sticking by. In this new season, I have said I'm going to be consistent with my vlogging, and I talk about different topics every day as it relates to our day-to-day life activities. I'm very passionate about mental health wellness, and I also touch a little bit on self-awareness and equality, and things that have to do with our day-to-day life activities. These are things that, like I said, I'm very passionate about. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit on some lessons that I learned in 2022 that I'm going to be very careful when it comes to this year, and very observant of these few things. And there are things that also relate to my self-awareness and self-actualization. And I believe in this channel, I like to talk about self-awareness and self-actualization because at the end of the day, that is what is going to help us in being very aware of ourselves and being very aware of what we want out of life. So let's get started. The first thing that I learned, or rather the first lesson that I take from 2022, is depending on God. For me, I'm a Christian and I take my relationship with God very seriously. And in 2022, I became very, very intentional on my walk with God. And so depending on God has become such a huge thing for me. I normally like to give God my plans. I like to invite God to my day. I like to tell God to be with me throughout the day, throughout the week, and throughout the month. And so having a close relationship with God is one of the things that that I learned from 2022, and I'm going to take it to this new year of 2023. The other thing that I would say is becoming one of the lessons that I learned in 2022 is becoming very intentional on everything that I do. I'm a student, and so in 2022, sorry, I had to be very intentional with my schoolwork. I became very intentional with my friendships, with my relationships, the relationships I have with my friends. I had to be very intentional with family, things that are really meaningful to me. I had to be very intentional about that, because at the end of the day, what you put in time is what becomes of importance to you. You cannot invest in your time with something that is not of value to you. And so becoming very intentional with my time, with how I do things, with how I see things, has really helped me so much in just being able to even put everything into perspective and prioritizing my things, and prioritizing things that I need to prioritize. And that has helped me to organize my life, and so that is very important. One of the lessons that I've also really come to realize is very important. It's your intentions. What are your intentions? And what do you want to see out of whatever you're doing? So yeah, that is one of the things. I would say the third thing for me that I've learned in the year that has just ended is being grateful. Gratitude is an attitude of the heart, and you have to be very grateful for whatever that is happening in your life, even when you're in crisis, even when things are not going the way you want them to go. You have to have an attitude of gratitude, because whatever you're going through, whether good or bad, there's a lesson to pick up from that situation. If, for example, you're going through a difficult time, at times we can be very drawn to see the negativity of whatever you're going through, and not really taking some small, tiny little bits of whatever you're going through. There's a lesson to learn from even bad situations, and there's a lesson to learn in good situation. But I want to really focus on the bad situation, because that is what normally puts us down and makes us struggle with things, and make us even struggle at times mentally, and even sometimes struggle with our relationships with people and even with God. It's very important for you to be grateful. Even when you're going through tough times, you need to be like, I know I'm going through tough times, but I know I'll get out of it. And whatever lesson that I'm going to pick from there will be the biggest thing that has allowed me to go through this bad situation. So gratitude is one of the things that I've learned in 2022, and I'm going to continue on in 2023. The other thing that I've learned, and I believe this is I'm on in my fourth point. The other thing that I've learned is to trust my intuition. What is your intuition? Your intuition is a continuous small voice. That is how some people like to explain it, and how I like to see it. It's a small voice that is normally in your conscious that is telling you, no, this thing is like, or something you're doing, and then you're like, yeah, you need to pursue this thing. I think with time, I have come to realize that your intuition never lies to you. Whatever your intuition is telling you, if it's telling you don't do something, don't do it. If it's telling you go ahead and pursue something, go ahead and pursue that thing. Your intuition never lies to you. For me, I like to see myself, not just myself, any human being, as a spiritual creature that is experiencing, a physical experience. We are spiritual beings that are experiencing physical experiences, and so everything that my intuition perceives or receives, I like to see it as a guidance from God, or like something that God is trying to communicate to me. And so I'm learning more and more each new day to trust my intuition and not to go against it. Because there are some instances in 2022 when I used to feel, my intuition used to be like, no, don't do something, don't pursue something. And then when I pursue it, I get some not wanted results, or some things that I didn't want. And so now I'm learning to trust my intuition more, because it never lies to you. And even when I don't get the desired results, I normally say to myself, at least I followed my heart, or rather, at least I followed my intuition. And that is very, very important. You have to trust intuition, and I also have learned to trust my intuition, and that's something that I'm going to carry on in 2023. The other thing that I've learned in 2022, and this is one of the things that really touch on mental health wellness. I think I've been very, very candid about my mental health struggles, and sometimes when you're really struggling mentally, you start having the idea, or rather like a feeling, or rather like a belief that you don't deserve, and that you don't deserve to be here on this earth. And one of the things that I learned in 2022 is that I am worthy to be alive. I am worthy to have friendships and to have family. I am worthy of this life. I am worthy to be in this earth. And I just want to emphasize on that, because when somebody is really struggling mentally, they start thinking, oh, maybe I don't deserve, especially when they are going through depression. Because mental health issues are different. We have things like schizophrenia, we have depression, we have anxiety, we have bipolar disorder, we have ADHD, which is all about focusing and all those stuff. We have different spectrums of mental health issues. What I'm really touching on is for people who are suffering with depression. They start feeling they don't deserve, or they are not meant to be here, or they don't deserve good things. What I've learned is to tell myself, and not just to tell myself, but also to have an understanding that I'm worthy. I'm worthy of good things. I'm worthy of good friendships. I'm worthy of healthy relationships. I'm worthy of eating good food. I'm worthy of having good stuff, good clothes, putting myself first. I'm worthy of all these things. And that has really helped me in how I see everything. Because at the end of the day, no one can really love you the way you deserve to love yourself. Only you can love yourself. And you can only give that which you have inside of you. So if you have love for yourself, if you have kindness for yourself, if you have forgiveness for yourself, then you can be able to extend that to another person. So yeah, the fact that I deserve to be here, that is one of the things that I've learned in 2022, and I'm going to continue on with that in 2023. Those are just some of the few things. There are so many more things that I've learned in 2022, but I just wanted to mention these 4 because I don't want the video to be so long. I think I will continually keep on updating some few things that I will keep on even learning in this year, and new stuff that I will keep on experiencing this year. And I believe that you're going to get help, and I'm going to, also get help as well, because in this channel, I always say that we learn from each other. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Please feel free to share, comment, like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by mid-year. Yeah, that's the goal. By mid-year, God willing, I wish to have gained 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a lovely week, and thank you so much for watching.